Hey boys and girls, welcome to Art with Miss Becky. This has been my amazing animal series. So far we've made Oscar the otter, Geraldine and Gerard the giraffe, Starla the sea turtle, and Cameron the chameleon. Today we're gonna make the last one in this series. He's amazing, he's awesome, and he is Leonardo the Lion. Lions are amazing animals. They are the only cats that live in groups, called prides. The females do most of the hunting. They work together to bring down prey. But males have an important job too. They patrol their territory and protect the young cubs from danger. A lion's roar is loud, so loud in fact that it can be heard 5 miles away. Yes, lions really are amazing animals. Okay, boys and girls, this is what we're gonna make. Leonardo the Lion. Let's go over supplies so we can get started. You're gonna need a piece of cardstock or white paper. This is 8.5 by 11 in case you wanted to know. You're going to need a black Sharpie marker. I'm gonna put this here so it doesn't mark up my page. And you're gonna need either oil pastels or crayons in yellow, orange, light blue, dark blue, light green, dark green, light brown, dark brown, a burgundy kind of red, and a bright, strong orange. Oh, and black. And let's start with his eyes. You're gonna start over here, and we're gonna do one eye with 2 curved lines and another eye with 2 curved lines. Very nice. Let's turn it back around so you can see it. And we're gonna fill in the irises and give him some eyelashes, because everybody has eyelashes. All right, now let's work on his nose. His nose is a triangle that goes up and a triangle that goes down, and then you color that in. For his muzzle, it starts right here where those 2 triangles met. We're gonna do a nice big C and come up and meet the bottom. Let's do that again on this side. A backward C, starting where those 2 triangles met. Start there, a nice big backward C and up and meets at the bottom. Look at that base, it's coming together already. And now let's give him the rest of his mouth. There you are. Now let's work on his head. We're gonna start here in the middle of his muzzle and come out and up and over. It's kind of square. Come down and over. Nice. All right, now let's give him a nice big mane. And we're gonna start at the bottom of his chin and come down and over and around and down and in and meet where his chin is. Nice. Now let's put some little swirls around his head. Okay, now let's give him some front feet or front legs. We're gonna start here on the left-hand side. We're gonna do one line diagonally down and the other line diagonally down. And we're gonna play dot to dot on the bottom. Very nice. Now let's give him some toes. Now we need to give him a body. This is coming together, but he needs a body. So let's do a nice line, a little bit of a curved line over here, nice long body. Now let's do another leg where it's a diagonal line down, a diagonal line down. Okay, dot to dot in the center. And now let's draw this line up, and there's a line for his rear end, and let's come over and meet the head. Now let's do his tail. The horizon is where the sky meets the ground, and so we're gonna start over here, and then we're gonna pick up our marker and pretend to draw behind him and finish it over there. Now let's draw some greenery. That makes this picture a lot more interesting. So let's draw a straight line down, a loop at the top, and let's make loops going all the way down for this piece of greenery. I have no idea what type of plant this is, but it's a cool looking plant. Now let's do some grass on the ground. Let's make wind in the sky. All right, we do that by doing swirlies again. All right, our basic drawing is done. Now we get to do the coloring in, and we're going to begin with his head. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with our medium brown, and we're going to lightly color in his muzzle. All right, now let's take our light brown and fill in his face. Not his eyeballs, of course, but just his face. Okay, now let's get out our light yellow and our medium orange, and we're going to do his mane. First thing we're going to do is we're going to trace around the outside of his head in yellow and the outside of his mane, and we're going to put orange in the middle, and then we're going to blend it together. All right, go. All right, now we're going to take our really dark orange and we're going to trace around the mane just on the inside of the line, because we're still going to trace around the outside with a black oil pastel. But for now, we're going to trace around all of these and the outside of his mane. You ready? Go. Now let's start with his body. So let's move on to his legs, and we're going to use our light brown and our medium brown. So let's first go over his legs lightly with the light brown. And now the dark brown. Now let's blend that together. Okay, now let's work on the rest of his body. Let's start with the light color first and fill in his whole body, and then we will come back with the darker brown. Ready? Go. Okay, now let's blend that as well. Okay, now let's take our dark burgundy crayon and we're going to outline him. Okay, now let's work on our greenery. We're going to use light green and dark green. We're going to use the light green first, because anytime that you're using two different colors and one is lighter, you always start with the lighter color. So let's color in some of our leaves light green and some of our leaves dark green. Now let's work on the grass. We're going to once again start with a light green, and we're going to do it very lightly. And let's go over the whole background. Okay, now let's take our dark green and we're going to draw a nice dark line around our lion. All right, and now let's fill in little parts of the grass with darker green. Now let's blend all of that together. Now let's take our light blue and we're going to lightly fill in the sky. Okay, now let's take our light blue and our dark blue, and we're going to go over the swirls in the sky. Okay, we're going to use our black oil pastel and we're going to trace over all the black lines. And when we do that, our project is really going to pop off the page. Go. Okay, let's add a few more accents with our dark green oil pastel. Okay, here he is, Leonardo the Lion. I think he turned out pretty good. Gosh, with as many times as I make him, he always turns out different each time. I sure hope you enjoyed making Leonardo the Lion with me. Hey, it's me, Miss Becky. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it and you'd like to see more, please consider subscribing to my channel and also hit the little notification bell so you'll know every time I upload a new video. I love working with your kids. I have such a good time. Thanks again for supporting me in my efforts to bring good art to good kids. See you soon.